make money, make muscles, learn game. If you're listening to me, you're a hot dude. The hot dude life is not about your physical appearance. The hot dude life is a mentality. The Hot Dude Army is a global network, and the Hot Dude Army is everywhere. Decrease your judgment of others and increase the judgment of yourself. You belong to the streets, huh?
100%.
It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
This is a textbook example of really good game.
Said the Delta strain is faster, fitter, and will move through communities more efficiently and pick off the unvaccinated.
The president telling Americans to expect more restrictions after internal CDC documents warn the war has changed.
Has increased from 12,431 to 42,323 in just a week. That's an increase of 243%.
Hey, you see this?
Here we go again.
The men are gonna need us.
They definitely will. This is getting crazy.
It's time to unite.
Let's do this.
Boom, baby, we are live. Welcome to Interview with a Man, episode 460, free consultation Friday. That's right, where you get to call in 100% for free and talk to me. All right, I will answer all your questions. I've been doing this for 2 years, completely for free. And some of you have still not called in. That's okay. I forgive you. I would like to thank you for getting out of the way. More importantly, don't forget, on September 30th, Pandemic Pickup, the Delta variant, is going live. We're doing this. We're closing out the year strong because I started off a little slow this year. So a lot of people are like, hey, we need more courses. Hey, we need more training. Here is your chance. Go to pandemicpickup.com and just put your email address in here. Your name is optional really, but just make sure the email address is most important. You got to put your best email address in here. Hit submit. You're going to be on the waiting list. We debuted yesterday, and the first day we already have 15 people on the waiting list. Actually, what's crazy is this is actually targeted to grow way faster based upon these initial numbers than the Dark Pass. We're 20 days out from the 30th, and we're probably going to have well over 300 people on the waiting list, maybe closer to 400 to 500. So you're going to want to go to pandemicpickup.com, get on the waiting list. And here's the deal. What do you get when you get Pandemic Pickup? Here you go. You get access to Pandemic Pickup 1.0. You get access to 10. This is in addition to Pandemic Pickup 1.0. You got 10 new online modules on online game featuring me. 10 modules on day game featuring Mac the Day Gamer. Exclusive modules on consensual sexual escalation with a female model. We have hired 2 models. We're going to show you how to do everything. How to go for the first kiss, how to take off her bra, how to do everything in a safe and non-go-to-jail way. All right? We have 5 webinars on Pure Game starting October 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then a Telegram chat for Pure Game until the end of the year. This is only $597. It is pathetically cheap. This is the cheapest thing I've put out all year, and it's an insult, really, to me. But I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it out there for all people. A lot of people are like, can't afford the Dark Pass. Can't afford the Dark Pass. I was like, all right, here you go. Now, what is your excuse? You have no excuse. So go to pandemicpickup.com, get on the waiting list, because at the end of the day, your dating life is not going to fix itself, all right? And also, you're supporting guys like me. Guys, I've been doing this now for 2 years. 2 years and 8 months. I've been live streaming, giving out free information pretty much daily. 2 years and 8 months, okay? This is exhausting. I am not going to lie, all right? Especially in this awful chair that I'm sitting in, that I fucking hate this chair. And we're going to be live streaming every day. That's right. No Sim September, baby. My channel, we're joining together. We're joining our forces together. Mac the Day Gamer is also going to be live streaming every single day. By our powers combined, you will be red-pilled. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to check out, take a screenshot right now. Screenshot this. Screenshot this channel. Screenshot this information. Modern Life Dating YouTube channel, that's me. Sunday to Friday, Interview with a Man, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dude Party, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mac the Day Gamer YouTube channel is Monday, 7 a.m. Eastern. And then 10 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, 7 a.m. Thursday, 7 a.m., 10 p.m. Eastern. Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay, we're literally Max on the air 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week. I'm on the air 7 days a week. We're giving you 14 episodes per week. Okay? Now, here's how you manage to do this. All right? What you need to do is you need to go over to Mac the Day Gamer's YouTube channel right here. Subscribe. Click this button here. Turn the notification bells on like this. All. Okay? Not personalized, not none. All. And then go over here to one of these YouTube channels that you're subscribed to, and then unsubscribe from it. And then every day unsubscribe from like 1 to 2 YouTube, like here, NFT Anorak. I'm not going to watch this guy's shit anymore. We're going to unsubscribe right there. That's it. Just like Tokyo Love Hotels, done with these hipsters. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Nope, keeping these, but I'm keeping mine pretty thin. Pretty thin. I'm gonna take this. This gotta go. Oh, actually, no, that's gotta stay. China news. I'm gonna subscribe to this guy too. I do this often. I do an audit. Let's see. PUBG show. Unsubscribe from that too. See, you should try to minimize as much as you can over here. TubeBuddy, I'll unsubscribe from them. Who else? think this is pretty much all I can do. Everybody else is like absolutely necessary for business purposes. But yeah, this is what you guys need to do. Go subscribe to Mac the Day Gamer right there. Here, I'll put the link in the chat for all you lazy fucking dudes. There you go. Click on that right there. Click on that. Okay. I just called it, said no show schedule. What do you mean? Huh? Are you trying to get banned? I will ban you if you're being retarded. Go subscribe right now. 774. Somebody better have hit the subscribe button right now. Look at that. 6 of you have subscribed. 6 of you. Mac is awful at his own marketing, so I'm going to have to do it for him. But that's okay, because I am the brand maker. I am responsible. Let's see all the channels I'm responsible for. I'm indirectly responsible for dollar cost crypto. I'm responsible for Cultivate Crypto. I am responsible for Sterling Cooper. I am responsible for Fresh and Fit. I am responsible for Eat Lift Program. I am responsible for, let's see what else. That's right off the top. That's just off the top of my head. If we're going to go even deeper into people who've actually helped make tons of money, that's even a longer list. Okay? So,
if you guys don't donate $100 right now, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, you're blue pill for life.
It's no Simpson.
You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
Oh, Roland is back. Oh, Roland sending me his super chat money. Listen, Roland, I'm going to scold you in a second. But don't forget, guys, it's no Simp September, okay? No simping, no e-simping, no free attention. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Mac's channel. Turn notification bell on. And get the fuck out of everything else. Unsubscribe from all that shit. Narrow your focus onto our channels so we can help you defeat the globalists that want to keep you oppressed, sexless, fat, miserable, unhappy, poor. No. Money, muscles, game, frame. We got you over here. We got you. Okay? Do it now. Go make 17 fake accounts and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's see. Damn. Oh, right. You guys are moving fast. Mac has already got 786. Let's try and get Mac up to 800 subscribers by the end of the show. Let's keep that going, okay? Go ahead and sign up to the Pandemic Pickup. And then I just need to check. I wanted to check something before we get started. Let me read Roland's super chat. $4.99 super chat. I wish you didn't block me yesterday. I was trying to understand the course. Wish you wouldn't do that. I wish you would pay attention. I wish you paid attention. I just called no show skill. Yeah, you gotta wait for me. I'll put the show up here for a second. I have to address something that kind of like ran. Something weird is happening on YouTube. I have to ask people about it. It was really strange. Like super, 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 super strange. I need your guys' help, actually. This is actually pretty disturbing. So, okay, if you type in here, if you go to YouTube and you type in Biden, right, and you go to press conference and hit enter, okay. So this is like, I think YouTube's broken, because if you go to the CNBC, we talk about Biden's plan to fight the Delta variant. If you go here, for some reason, this has 14,000 dislikes. Okay, that I don't know what's going on. And then if you go to the next one, this is the Washington Post, right? If you go to this one has 6,000 dislikes, and the comments are turned off. I'm really trying to figure out what's going on. The comments are turned off on this one too. Like, I think the Russian hackers have done something to YouTube
on vaccinations.
And then no, this is from March. And then this one on NBC News. This one is kind of, this one's maybe not as broken. It has 495 dislikes. This is about the labor unions, though. This one was weird too. Something was, I don't know. I think it's probably a group of white male shadowy supercoders, because this one has 15,000 dislikes. And so that, and then USA Today,
where we are.
This one, 4,500 dislikes. So can anybody tell me what's going on? I'm confused. I am but a lowly course salesman on YouTube. I don't really know.
My message to unvaccinated.
Yeah, see, this one's broken too. M Live, 64 likes, 1.2 something happened. I think someone just hacked my account, made that happen. So can anybody call in and tell me what's going on? I'm confused. ABC 7. Here we go. 6 ABC Philadelphia. This one should be fixed.
Good evening, my fellow Americans.
Oh, this one's kind of broken too. I don't know. This one should be different.
As COVID-19.
Oh, this one has 14,000 as well. Man, I'm pretty dumb. I can't figure this out. Can anybody else figure this out? I don't know. It's pretty weird. But I have some good news. Jen, talk to me, Jen.
Hi, it's Jen Psaki. I'm the White House press secretary. Today, President Biden is rolling out the next stage of his COVID-19 plan. The plan has a couple of goals. One is to get more people vaccinated. There's about 80 million people in this country who are not yet vaccinated.
80 million people? How do we have that number so precisely? How is that number determined? How is that number documented? Is there any blockchain based proof of work system, or what's going on? Why where did that number come from? Maybe I should just not question anything and blindly believe this woman on TV. I think that's the answer.
2, it's to keep our schools open and keep our economy going. And 3,
keep the economy going, like lockdowns and mandating what businesses are essential versus non-essential. The government is now telling us who is essential and who's non-essential. So if you're non-essential, you don't matter. So you should listen to these people who care about the economy.
3, it's to reduce hospitalizations and make sure we're saving more lives across the country.
Wait, can you say that again?
Hospitalizations and make sure we're saving and keep our economy going. And 3, it's to reduce hospitalizations and make sure we're saving more lives across the country.
Reduce hospitalizations. Great. Looks like there's going to be a nationwide initiative to educate Americans on calories in versus calories out, because obesity is the number one epidemic that's sweeping the nation right now. So we just need to wait for that, okay? It was 15 days to slow the curve. Now we have to wait for the official White House weight loss program, which is coming, because they want to save lives. So we're going to wait for the weight loss program.
The president's six-pronged plan builds on the same science-based approach that we've been employing to date.
Science. Now, if someone were to theoretically do the opposite of living after taking something from a syringe that is related to a global beer situation, what does the science say about that? Joshua Swain says, all this political crap is killing your viewership. No one weighs to hear about this crap. Well, Joshua, allow me to permanently ban you from my YouTube channel, where you will never be able to chat again. You're welcome, Joshua. It seemed like you were stressing yourself out a little bit, and it's okay. I understand you may be on your period, and that's okay. Your breasts are probably a little plump and tender. The nipples a little tender. You're probably feeling a little bit more horny than usual. This is part of nature. You're a little bit emotional. But hey, I care about people like you. So you're now permanently banned from the chat. This is what I'm doing just to lower your stress a little bit. See, and now here's the problem. Here's the problem. I've lost what I'm going to say. About the American weight loss plan that's coming, right? Good stuff. What do you say, guys? Should I give some commentary on this and try to educate the masses on something, or should I just go straight into teaching guys how to have sex with sluts? One, if I should continue with my commentary. Two, to open phone lines to teach guys to bang sluts. Potentially stopping global tyranny. One. Two, bang sluts. You tell me. Oh, man. Well, Joshua, looks like you just got to eat a big slice of humble pie. Look at that chat, Josh. Look, my hands aren't even on the keyboard. I'm not even shadowy supercoding right now.
If you guys don't donate $100 right now, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, you're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's there we go. Take these communist dollars and give us a little game on escalation, sexual tensions early with the chick. Stay up, bro. That is going to be in Pandemic Pickup, the Delta variant. Go to pandemicpickup.com. Get on the waiting list. Okay? Get on the waiting list. Roland says, I think crypto is more important. Actually, I don't think you think that, Roland, because we've been talking about the crypto mindset course for over a month, and you're not even subscribed to Charlie from cultivatecrypto.com. Your actions don't line up with your words.
If you guys don't donate $100 right now, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, you're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's DJ Finesse, $20 super chat with the fat dono. Thank you so much. Hex is a direct correlation with my body count, all-time high. God is real, and so is MLD's content. Is Hex really at all-time high right now? Are we at 50 cents yet? Oh, Roland's getting on his little buttholes tickling right now. We're going to talk about some crypto. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. 47 cents. Well, 48 cents. Look at that. We just made history on my channel. 48 cents. Is that the all-time high? Oh, Roland, you missed out. Roland, I talked to Charlie about you today, too. I said, hey, all-time high 2 hours ago, 43.8. We talked about letting you. I said, Charlie, there's this guy named Roland who wants to get in the course, because I had lunch with Charlie. And he's like, man, that sucks. He should have fucking got on the waiting list and paid attention. So you got to stay poor, Roland. You got to stay poor. That's what you get for not being subscribed. Welcome to having a position of leverage versus not. There you go.
I'm going to tell you what's included in it.
Jesus Christ. Is this by the fucking official White House? Did anybody see this? Getting more people. VACCC. Trust the government, folks. Clearly, they fact check everything. This is official White House government video, guys.
1, we're going to focus on getting more people vaccinated. There's about 175 million people who are vaccinated in this country and 80 million who are not.
I also noticed this. Did anybody... I'm okay. Like, now, I'm not a math whiz like Charlie, but 175 million people who are vaccinated. Okay, oops. 175 million people that are vaccinated plus 80 million who are not. That's 255 million people in America. What is the population of United States? Can somebody run the numbers for me on this? 328 million people. Where did the other 73 million people go? I'm not that smart because she is a woman, so she's got to be right. And she works for the government, and she's a Democrat, so she has to be right. And the spelling error in here, that also has, I don't know. That's just probably a white man was in charge of typing it out.
So there are new requirements the president's announcing today. First is for companies with more than 100 employees. Second is for the federal workforce, requiring people in the federal workforce to be vaccinated. Third is for most healthcare settings, hospitals, hospices, most home healthcare work settings. We're also going to require that those workers are vaccinated. The second step is preparing for boosters. The president is going to lay out his plan to ensure that all Americans have access to booster shots once they're approved by the CDC and the FDA.
So after you take the vaccine, you're going to have to take additional vaccines. But I'm sure that these additional vaccines is just going to be like a one-off thing. I just think it's like one time. Just one. Yeah. Probably one thing. I mean, just like, 15 days to slow the curve. That started in March of 2020, and we're still slowing the curve now. And, yeah. Booster shots. Okay.
The third step is keeping kids safe and in school. We know what works: masking, ventilation, testing, vaccinations. The president's
They work, but why do we have a new Delta variant if they work?
To send the clear message that we have your back if you're doing the right thing by our students. We want to make sure that kids are in safe environments and that parents can feel confident in sending their kids to school.
You know parents can feel ultra confident when sending their kids to school. I mean, what could go wrong when you're teaching your students in America about all of the essential things they need to know in life? Right?
It's Pride, everybody! Every color on the Pride flag.
We want the kids to go back to this.
In the sky. Pride! And I'm proud to be me every time
you don't want to
that
stop
I see
the education
that Pride flag waving high. Red means life because living is a gift. Orange means healing, and we have to persist in working to heal the world and healing ourselves. Yellow means sunlight because you gotta shine bright. Green.
Gotta shine bright, boys. We gotta get our children back into the education system.
That includes child care centers, and it also includes public schools across the country. The fourth piece:
increasing testing and masking. So we gotta... Okay. So... All right. Because you guys said that if we get the vaccine, we don't need to wear a mask. But, I mean, let's just see.
I spoke to Dr. Anthony Fauci a short time ago to get some...
Seeing, and I know we're going to be seeing, sticking to the guideline. We know from experience now that the vaccines that we're using in this country do very well against the Delta variant. You have to take that variant seriously. It's nothing to just poo-poo, because it spreads more rapidly.
You guys, don't you dare poo-poo it. Don't you dare poo-poo out there.
Than the original virus, and it can cause more serious disease. But for now, the CDC recommendations stand that if in fact you are vaccinated, fully vaccinated, you are protected, and you do not need to wear a mask outdoors or in.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Dr. Fauci. Wait, just 1 second there. Why do we have to increase testing and masking? Let's play that again. Maybe my ears are... I mean, I'm 35. My hearing could be kind of little off, you know. God knows. God knows what's happening out there.
Vaccinated, fully vaccinated, you are protected, and you do not... The CDC recommendations stand that if in fact you are vaccinated, fully vaccinated, you are protected, and you do not need to wear a mask outdoors or indoors.
Is it a given in your opinion?
Okay, you don't need to wear a mask. Let's see what the president's office has to say about that.
This is about increasing testing and masking. We want to make tests readily available, accessible, and affordable to people across the country, whether you're in a work setting, whether it's in a school setting, or even if you're able to test at home. And the president's going to announce steps to do exactly that today.
You left out that one part about increasing masking.
The fifth step is about protecting our economy, specifically small businesses that are the backbone of communities across the country. The president's going to make an announcement to build on a number of the programs we've already announced to date, making more funding available to small businesses across the country that are working to make ends meet. The sixth and final step is strengthening our surge response. We know different states and different communities need different things. We've sent surge response teams, about 1,000 personnel, already across the country to 18 states. And we're going to increase that in the weeks ahead to make sure we're helping communities get the assistance they need. Finally, the president knows the virus has no borders, and in the coming weeks, he'll outline the next steps we're going to take in our effort to become the arsenal of vaccines to the global community.
The arsenal of vaccines to the global community. Would it be happening to be the American companies distributing these on a global basis and are receiving some sort of financial incentive for doing so? Nah, this has nothing to do with money, power, and control. They care about you. They totally care about you. If you don't believe that they don't care about you, I mean, I don't know. What can I say? What can I say? What do I know? I have a golden gorilla statue in my living room, right? I call myself Supreme Leader. Clearly, I'm a dummy. I'm fucking dumb. Me? Smart? No. They're right. Trust the government. Now, you have to understand, these are right-wing extremists that are using bots in YouTube to dislike all of these videos in a matter of hours. And they're also having AI bots writing completely independently scripted comments in the comment section that disapprove of this. And they're also having those same bots click like on all those things. It's all a grand conspiracy against the most popular president in the United States history, Joe Biden. He's more popular than Obama. He's more popular than Trump. President Biden is the most popular president in United States history, and that's why there is a giant global conspiracy against this man. He is clearly mentally competent, and he is clearly going to deliver us out of the pandemic. This, Anthony Fauci must have made a mistake, because he said you get the vaccine and you get to wear no mask. Now, masks are still here to stay, but that's because some straight white males are in charge. And that's it. It's Moderna, Akesh, Moderna. Do we want to do a breakdown? Have we guys watched this? Do we want to do a breakdown? I kind of want to do a breakdown. We can do it on 1.75 speed and he'll actually sound normal. Probably only take about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I mean, fundamentally, this is my show and I could do whatever I want. And you put a 1 in the chat if you want me to do it. Put a 2 if you just want me to get on with free consultation Friday. I'll let you guys vote in a real election, because in other places like Africa, they got crazy fake elections. Here, just like America, the elections are 100% legitimate. Just like Gavin Newsom's recall in California, when you can print your ballots at home, we trust people to print one ballot at home and do the right thing. Okay? What do you think? What happened to Rick Torres? Oh my God, did his boomer ass take that shit? Rick Torres, you have strayed away. Everybody who strays away from the path, the righteous path of the hot dude life, Life gets them. Life gets them. Let's do it.
As COVID-19 has been hitting this country hard, we have the tools to combat the virus.
Well, I want to actually watch. Which is the one I want? I watched it earlier. I think I watched the Washington Post one. This is the one I watched because I want to focus on this. Take a look at this. Oh, he didn't, thank God. Look at him. Watch this. He gets immediately to the podium and starts reading. By the way, smash the like button and send $100 in super chat. Everybody right now. Get that camera out of frame there, CNN. He coughed. He has his Delta variant.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. I want to talk to you about where we are in the battle against COVID-19, the progress we made, and the work we have left to do. And it starts with understanding this. Even as the Delta variant COVID-19 has been hitting this country hard, we have the tools to combat the virus if we can come together as a country and use those tools. If we raise our vaccination rate, protect ourselves and others with masking, expanded testing, and identify people who are infected, we can and we will turn the tide on COVID-19. It'll take a lot of hard work. It's going to take some time. Many of us are frustrated with the nearly 80 million Americans who are still not vaccinated.
Who's frustrated? I think you're frustrated because Pfizer's breathing down your old neck like you breathe down the neck of those little children you sniff.
Even though the vaccine is safe, effective, and free.
The vaccine is safe, effective, and free. Safe, effective, and free. Okay. A little, I don't know what to do really. Just trying to.
Man, this shit is so.
Looks like. Oh well, yeah. There. Okay. Well, there goes that point I was trying to make. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yikes! What's going on there? So much for the point I was trying to make. Let's see. Oh, triple yikes. Yikes. Tripleyikes.net. Holy shit. Here we go.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, God. We're gonna have to resort to fucking Kirpal's video here.
Welcome back. One more video has gone viral on social media on TikTok. Queen City Dom TikTok vaccine, as you can see on video, vaccine had given her other health issues. As of
that looks safe to me, Joe. Hey, you know what? You know what? That was the deciding factor. I think I'm going to go get a couple more.
You might be confused about what is true and what is false about COVID-19. So before I outline the new steps to fight COVID-19 that I'm going to be announcing tonight, let me give you some clear information about where we stand. First, We've made considerable progress in battling COVID-19. When I became president, about 2 million Americans were fully vaccinated. Today, over 175 million Americans have that protection.
Where are these numbers coming from? Where are these fucking numbers coming from? Where are these numbers coming from? Seriously, where are they coming from? I need to know.
Before I took office, we hadn't ordered enough vaccine for every American. Just weeks in office, we did. The week before I took office on January 20th of this year, over 25,000 Americans died that week from COVID-19. Last week, that grim weekly toll was down 70%. And then 3 months before I took office, our economy was faltering, creating just 50,000 jobs a month. We're now averaging 700,000 new jobs a month in the past 3 months. This progress is real. But while America is much in better shape than it was 7 months ago when I took office, I need to tell you a second fact. We're in a tough stretch, and it could last for a while. Highly contagious Delta variant that I began to warn America about back in July spread late summer, like it did in other countries before us. While the vaccines provide strong protection for the vaccinated, we read about and hear about and we see the stories of hospitalized people on their deathbeds among the unvaccinated over the past few weeks. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Uh-oh. What did you just say?
Out and hear about and we see the stories of hospitalized people on their deathbeds among the unvaccinated over the past few weeks. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Uh-oh. All you guys at home that don't want to subject yourself to the largest medical experiment in human history, this is your fault.
And it's caused by the fact that despite America having unprecedented and successful vaccination program, despite the fact that for almost 5 months, free vaccines have been available in 80,000 different locations, we still have nearly 80 million Americans who have failed to get the shot. And to make matters worse, there are elected officials actively working to undermine the fight against COVID-19. Instead of encouraging people to get vaccinated and mask up, they're ordering mobile morgues for the unvaccinated dying from COVID in their communities. This is totally unacceptable. Third, if you wonder how all this adds up, here's the math. The vast majority of Americans are doing the right thing. Nearly 3/4 of the eligible have gotten at least one shot, but 1/4 has not gotten any. That's nearly 80 million Americans not vaccinated. And a country as large as ours, that's 25% minority. That 25% can cause a lot of damage, and they are.
But Joe, Jen Psaki said, some different numbers. So, which is it?
The unvaccinated overcrowd our hospitals, are overrunning emergency rooms and intensive care units, leaving no room for someone with a heart attack or pancreatitis or cancer.
Sorry to mention it to you, but if you get pancreatitis, no hospital's going to save you. Just, what do I know? I'm just a fucking YouTuber. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Pancreatitis. I wonder why he used that. These conditions can cause pancreatitis. Moderate or heavy alcohol and smoking, 25% of these pancreatitis. Gallbladder stones, 40%. Hormonal, abdominal, hereditary obesity. I'm sure this is just something that's a mistake. You can cure pancreatic cancer too.
And fourth, I want to emphasize that the vaccines provide very strong protection from severe illness from COVID-19. I know there's a lot of confusion and misinformation. But the world's leading scientists confirm that if you are fully vaccinated, your risk of severe illness from COVID-19 is very low. In fact, based on available data from the summer, only 1 out of every 160,000 fully vaccinated Americans was hospitalized for COVID per day. These are the facts. So here's where we stand. The path adds up. Here's the math. The vast majority of Americans are doing the right thing. Nearly 3/4 of the eligible have gotten at least one shot, but 1/4 has not gotten any. That's nearly 80 million Americans not vaccinated. And a country as large as ours, that's 25% minority. That 25% can cause a lot of damage, and they are. The unvaccinated overcrowd our hospitals, are overrunning emergency rooms and intensive care units, leaving no room for someone with a heart attack or pancreatitis.
So we have a minority of people who are vaccinated, but this minority is also overrunning the hospitals.
Or cancer. And fourth, I want to emphasize that the vaccines provide very strong protection from severe illness from COVID-19. I know there's a lot of confusion and misinformation, but the world's leading scientists confirm that if you are fully vaccinated, your risk of severe illness from COVID-19 is very low. In fact, based on available data from the summer, only 1 out of every 160,000 fully vaccinated Americans was hospitalized for COVID per day. These are the facts. So here's where we stand. The path ahead, even with the Delta variant, is not nearly as bad as last winter. But what makes it incredibly more frustrating is that we have the tools to combat COVID-19, and a distinct minority of Americans, supported by a distinct minority of elected officials, are keeping us from turning the corner. These pandemic politics, as I refer to, are making people sick, causing unvaccinated people to die. We cannot allow these actions to stand in the way of protecting the large majority of Americans who have done their part and want to get back to life as normal. As your president,
I'm pretty sure we're going to get back to normal. You know, after the lockdowns, everything went back to normal, right? I mean, yeah, the whole, we got to go to lockdowns, but then we got to let, people out to protest Black Lives Matters and burn cities to the ground and rob and kill and shoot each other. And actually Black Lives Matter protests actually, even though there was no social distancing, that didn't amplify anything. And that's why we went back into these lockdowns. But this time, for sure, once we get everybody vaccinated, then we're going to be cured as a society. And then also, we are going to need to get boosters forever.
I'm announcing tonight a new plan to require more Americans to be vaccinated to combat those blocking public health. My plan also increases testing.
This poor man is like struggling to read the things.
Protects our economy and will make our kids safer in schools. It consists of 6 broad areas of action and many specific measures in each of those actions you can read more about in whitehouse.gov. Whitehouse.gov. The measures, these are going to take time to have full impact. But if we implement them, I believe, and the scientists indicate, that the months ahead we can reduce the number of unvaccinated Americans, decrease hospitalizations and deaths, and allow our children to go to school safely and keep our economy strong by keeping businesses open.
I wonder if they have like hand gestures on the thing. Okay, now lift your hands up when you mention children. Surveys indicate when you raise your hands, and you mention children, people will like you. No smelling them, Joe. Don't smell the kids. Stop that.
First, we must increase vaccinations among the unvaccinated with new vaccination requirements. With nearly 80 million eligible Americans who have not gotten vaccinated, many said they were waiting for approval from the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. Well, last month, the FDA granted that approval. So the time for waiting is over. This summer, we made progress through the combination of vaccine requirements and incentives, as well as the FDA approval. 4 million more people got their first shot in August than they did in July. But we need to do more. This is not about freedom or personal choice. It's about protecting yourself and those around you, the people you work with, the people you care about, the people you love.
What if I care about nobody, Joe? What if I love nobody but a golden gorilla statue in my living room? Where do I lie, Joe? I'm a marginalized minority.
My job as president is to protect all Americans. So tonight, I'm announcing that the Department of Labor is developing an emergency rule to require all employers with 100 or more employees that together employ over 80 million workers to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated or show a negative test at least once a week. Some of the biggest companies are already requiring this.
Could it be that they're collecting mass amounts of human data with these PCR tests to actually engineer something that will potentially kill everybody? I think that's just probably... Companies are good. Why the fuck would they do anything evil like that? I mean, they don't. You act like these companies don't want you. I mean, to assume that these companies would want you to be on some sort of subscription revenue model that you'd have to take your shot and pills every month, or the government will permanently ban you from society. That's crazy. That's not going to happen. No, we just need to keep giving our medical data to the United States and all these big companies. They can be trusted. They can be trusted. Pfizer made Viagra. You got to trust them.
Airlines, Disney, Tyson's Food, and even Fox News. The bottom line, we're going to protect vaccinated workers from unvaccinated coworkers. We're going to reduce the spread of COVID-19 by increasing the share of the workforce that is vaccinated in businesses all across America. My plan will extend the vaccination requirements that I previously issued in the healthcare field. Already, I've announced we'll be requiring vaccinations at all nursing home workers who treat patients on Medicare and Medicaid because I have that federal authority. Tonight, I'm using that same authority to expand that to cover those who work in hospitals, home healthcare facilities, or other medical facilities, a total of 17 million healthcare workers. If you're seeking care at a health facility, you should be able to know that the people treating you are vaccinated. Simple, straightforward, period. Next, I will sign an executive order that will now require all executive branch federal employees to be vaccinated, all. And I've signed another executive order that will require federal contractors to do the same. If you want to work with the federal government and do business with us, get vaccinated. If you want to do business with the federal government, vaccinate your workforce. And tonight, I'm removing one of the last remaining obstacles that make it difficult for you to get vaccinated. The Department of Labor will require employers with 100 or more workers to give those workers...
Pro Special says in the chat, Biden, 2 minutes ago, the jab is effective. Joe Biden out. The jab have to be protected from the unjabbed. You're probably just a racist white male. That's the truth. When in doubt, blame a man.
Workers paid time off to get vaccinated. No one should lose pay in order to get vaccinated or take a loved one to get vaccinated. Today, in total, the vaccine requirements in my plan will affect about 100 million Americans, 2/3 of all workers. And for other sectors, I issue this appeal to those of you running large entertainment venues, from sports arenas to concert venues to movie theaters. Please require folks to get vaccinated or show a negative test as a condition of entry. And to the nation's family physicians.
I wonder who's selling those tests. It couldn't be Pfizer and Moderna and AstraZeneca. They're not selling those tests, are they? Are they selling those tests? Nah, I think it's like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. What do you say? I mean, Joe, what about Afghanistan? What are we just trying to shift? We wouldn't be trying to shift the attention, would we? About
if you guys don't donate $100 right now, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, you're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's
Oh, you sent me something? What is this, T-Wood?
Not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. when you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
I mean, well, clearly he's spreading this misinformation because he's a straight white male. Duh. Come on.
Pediatricians, GPs, general practitioners, you're the most trusted medical voice to your patients. You may be the one person who can get someone to change their mind about being vaccinated. Tonight, I'm asking each of you to reach out to your unvaccinated patients over the next 2 weeks and make a personal appeal to them to get the shot. America needs your personal involvement in this critical effort. My message to unvaccinated Americans is this: what more is there to wait for?
Well, first, you can stop calling it a vaccine because it's not a vaccine. Second of all, can you, like, time stone and, like, undo all the people that have died from that vaccine? Can you, like, Doctor Strange that shit and then, like, make something better? And then my body, my choice, dickbag. Sorry, no.
What more do you need to see? We've made vaccinations free, safe, and convenient.
Safe?
The vaccine has FDA approval. Over 200 million Americans have gotten at least one shot. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. So please do the right thing. But just don't take it from me. Listen to the voices of unvaccinated Americans who are lying in hospital beds, taking their final breath saying, if only I'd gotten vaccinated. If only. It's a tragedy. Please don't let it become yours. The second piece of my plan is continuing to protect the vaccinated. For the vast majority of you who have gotten vaccinated, I understand your anger at those who haven't gotten vaccinated. I understand the anxiety about getting a breakthrough case. But as the science makes clear, if you're fully vaccinated, you're highly protected from severe illness, even if you get COVID-19. In fact, recent data indicates...
You guys don't donate $100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's...
Healthcare workers everywhere.
Let's see. Let's take a look here. Yeah.
I just can't.
Funny how all these sad stories are, coming from places like Utah, of the unvaccinated, Florida, Texas. What do all these places have in common? I'm just trying to figure that out. I don't know. I survived the Delta variant, says Jay Woodyard. Sent you something on Instagram. F Joe Biden. I am not vax. Well, he's a black male, so it's got to be true. Can't say anything about that. Villa Music Dude. Wow, I'm looking for a Fed contractor, so it looks like I'm screwed. Can't believe how other people didn't understand how morally messed up this is. Practical fascism. Guess I'm laid off now. LOL. Now, LOL. Double LOLs. You know it's serious when we get the double LOLs.
Positive case per 5,000 fully vaccinated Americans per day. You're as safe as possible. And we're doing everything we can to keep it that way. Keep it that way. Keep you safe. That's where boosters come in. The shots that give you even more protection than after your second shot. Now, I know there's...
The third shot is even more powerful than the second shot. That's why I'm telling you guys to get like 17 of them. Okay? Because when you get that, then you're really safe. Okay? You're super, super safe. Safer than ever. Let's take a look at what some unvaccinated people have to say. Here we go. Let's just take a look. We got to break it all down. We got to do our due diligence here on Free Consultation Friday.
A powerful message.
A little bit of cough, but I'm trying to hang in there. So,
a 35-year-old single mom with 2 children, Monique Chavez is actually somewhat luckier than many unvaccinated COVID patients. She hopes to go home Sunday after only a week in the hospital.
I'm not a medical expert, okay? But from my limited medical knowledge, the human body typically has one chin. But I got LASIK last year. Maybe my LASIK's failing, but there's one chin and then looks like what seems to be a second chin here. Either that's bone structure of second, or that is excess body fat. I don't really know. Still trying to figure that part out. Now, has there been a correlation or, between people who are unvaccinated and people that are obese and actually dying? Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just we have to follow the science. And the science says that obese people live longer, healthier lives. Obese people are super, super healthy. Obese people get less diseases. And so all this is just right-wing propaganda.
But even so, she says,
this is very serious. This is a life-changing experience for me.
Chavez says she fell for the misinformation on social media and rumors about the vaccine's side effects.
That was one of my biggest mistakes, is not taking into consideration, doing a little bit more research.
Chavez believes
I don't really believe that much in her medical research abilities. Anyways, let's go back to the most famous president in U.S. history.
There's been some confusion about boosters, so let me be clear. Last month, our top government doctors announced an initial plan for booster shots for vaccinated Americans. They believe that the booster is likely to provide the highest level of protection yet. Of course, the decision of which booster shots to give, when to start them, and who will give them will be left completely to the scientists at the FDA and the Centers for Disease Control. But while we wait, we've done our part. We bought enough boosters, enough booster shots, and the distribution system is ready to administer them. As soon as they are authorized, those eligible will be able to get a booster right away in tens of thousands of sites across the country for most Americans at your nearby drugstore and for free. The third piece of my plan is keeping, and maybe the most important, is keeping our children safe and our schools open.
If you guys don't
For any
donate
parent,
$100 right
doesn't matter
now,
how low the
you're
risk.
a beta male, you're a cuck, you're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's Tempest 5555 with the A250 super chat. Thank you for this crippling amount of financial support. MGTOW is going to have more vaccines than Notch Count. That wasn't even funny. If you're going to send a lame joke, you got to send $100.
Of any illness or accident is when it comes to your child or grandchild. Trust me, I know. So, let me speak to you directly. To help ease some of your worries. It comes down to 2 separate categories. Children ages 12 and older who are eligible for a vaccine now, and children ages 11 and under who are not yet eligible. The safest thing for your child, 12 and older, is to get them vaccinated. They get vaccinated for a lot of things. That's it, get them vaccinated. As with adults, almost all the serious COVID-19 cases we're seeing among adolescents are in unvaccinated 12 to 17-year-olds, an age group that lags behind in vaccination rates.
12 to 17-year-old in America. Let's see. Let's just take a look to these fake numbers put together by white people. Okay, so So I'm just, I'm not a scientist. I am but a lowly course salesman on YouTube. This is from the CDC, so it's probably not reputable. Children ages 12 to 17, he said. Looks like in America, 20% of these children ages 12 to 17 are obese. 13% between 2 to 5-year-olds, 20% between 6 and 11 years old, and 21% between 12 and 19 years old. Yeah, this probably has nothing to do with it either.
So parents, please get your teenager vaccinated.
Get your teenager vaccinated. Teach them caloric intake. Feeding them fucking Capri Suns and juicy fruit and whatever snacks that clearly are dating me as an old man. Gushers, goldfish. That's a healthy treat. Nothing like a handful of carbs. Kool-Aid, Takis, spicy Cheetos. That stuff completely okay. But really got to sit down and have a conversation about getting them vaccinated.
What about children under the age of 12 who can't get vaccinated yet? Well, the best way for a parent to protect their child under the age of 12 starts at home. Every parent, every teen sibling, every caregiver around them should be vaccinated. Children have 4 times higher chance of getting hospitalized if they live in a state with low vaccination rates rather than states with high vaccination rates.
If they live in a state with low vaccination rate. Now, you may not be trying to make some kind of political statement there, are you, Joe?
Now, if you're a parent of a young child, you're wondering when will it be the vaccine available for them? I strongly support independent scientific review for vaccine uses for children under 12. We can't take shortcuts with that scientific work. But I made it clear I will do everything within my power to support the FDA with any resource it needs to continue to do this as safely and as quickly as possible. And our nation's top doctors are committed to keeping the public at large updated on the process so parents can plan. Now to the schools. We know that if schools follow the science and implement the safety measures like testing, masking, adequate ventilation systems, which we provided the money for, social distancing, and vaccinations, then children can be safe from COVID-19 in schools. Today, about 90% of school staffs and teachers are vaccinated. We should get that to 100%. My administration has already acquired teachers at the schools run by the Defense Department, because I have the authority as president of the federal system, the Defense Department and the Interior Department, to get vaccinated. That's authority I possess. Tonight, I'm announcing that will require all of nearly 300,000 educators in the federal paid program, Head Start program, must be vaccinated as well to protect your youngest, our youngest, most precious Americans, and give parents the comfort. And tonight, I'm calling on all governors to require vaccination for all teachers and staff. Some already have done so. We need more to step up. Vaccination requirements in schools are nothing new. They work. They're overwhelmingly supported by educators and their unions. And all school officials trying to do the right thing by our children. I'll always be on your side. Let me be blunt. My plan also takes on elected officials in states that are undermining you in these life-saving actions. Right now, local school officials are trying to keep children safe in a pandemic while their governor picks a fight with them and even threatens their salaries or their jobs. Talk about bullying in schools.
What a bully. What a bully. If you are going to threaten somebody, okay, about their vaccination status, okay, and take their salary away, I don't know. You know. Don Lemon. I'll try to find the clip right now. Okay. He said that if you don't get the vaccine, you should lose your job. So it's okay one side of the fence, but not the other.
If they'll not help, if these governors won't help us beat the pandemic, I will use my power as president to get them out of the way. The Department of Education has already begun to take legal action against states undermining protection that local school officials have ordered. Any teacher or school official whose pay is withheld for doing the right thing, we will have that pay restored by the federal government 100%.
Joe, how are you going to do that? You would need to have access to some private entity, but the private entity should have a name that makes it seem like it's part of the government. And that private entity could provide you with all the money needed for this. We could call it it was a reserve or something, and we need to give it a government name, even though it's not part of the government. How about United Reserve? Nah, need more governmental. What about Federal Reserve? Right. If we have something called the Federal Reserve, and then we just print more money to help these people, and then just print the money and kick the can down the road and let the taxpayers handle this down the road. Forget that they have to pay taxes and you could endlessly print money. Don't pay attention to that. But I think that's a way to reimburse all these salaries.
I promise you, I will have your back. The fourth piece of my plan is increasing testing and masking. From the start, America has failed to do enough COVID-19 testing. In order to better detect and control the Delta variant, I'm taking steps tonight to make testing more available, more affordable, and more convenient. I'll use the Defense Production Act to increase production of rapid tests, including those that you can use at home. While that production is ramping up, my administration has worked with top retailers like Walmart, Amazon, and Kroger's. And tonight, we're announcing that no later than next week, each of these outlets will start to sell at-home rapid test kits at cost for the next 3 months.
Who's providing these test kits? It must be like a small mom and pop, not like a big corporation. It must be like, Annie and Joe's Corona tests, right?
This immediate price reduction for at-home test kits for up to 35% reduction. We'll also expand free testing at 10,000 pharmacies around the country. And we're committing $2 billion to purchase nearly 300 million rapid tests for distribution to community health centers, food banks, schools, so that every American, no matter their income, can access free and convenient tests. This is important to everyone.
Who's going to pay for those tests, Joe? Did you buy Bitcoin in 2015 and now you're paying for all 300 million tests because you're a good guy? I think that might be the case.
Particularly for a parent or a child with a child not old enough to be vaccinated. You'll be able to test them at home and test those around them. In addition to testing, we know masking helps stop the spread of COVID-19. That's why when I came into office, I required masks for all federal buildings, on federal lands, on airlines, and other modes of transportation. Tonight, I'm announcing that the Transportation Safety Administration, the TSA, will double the fines on travelers that refuse to mask. If you break the rules, be prepared to pay. And
Wait a minute, Joe. You just said you're trying to help the economy. Now you want to take money out of my pocket? Wait a minute, Joe. Starting to see some holes in your story here, Joe. I don't know. It could just be my internalized misogyny. I mean, I have a lot of that. Because I'm a little...
People should not be walking. There's no reason. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
But Joe, you said we have to trust science. So whose science do we trust? Your science or Fauci's science? Which one?
By the way, show some respect. The anger you see on television toward flight attendants and others doing their job is wrong. It's ugly. Walmart, Amazon, and Kroger's. And tonight, piece of my plan is protecting our economic recovery. Because of our vaccination program, have been shown to reduce the risk of hospitalization by up to 70%. My first responsibility as president is to protect the American people and make sure we have enough vaccine for every American, including enough boosters for every American who's approved to get one. We also know this virus transcends borders, federal lands, on airlines, and other modes of transportation.
There you go.
Can access free and convenient tests. This is important to everyone. Masking helps stop the spread of COVID. Can access free and convenient tests. This is important to everyone, particularly for a parent or a child with a child not old enough to be vaccinated. You'll be able to test them at home and test those around them. In addition to testing, we know masking helps stop the spread of COVID-19. That's why when I came into office, I required masks for all federal buildings, on federal lands, on airlines, and other modes of transportation. Tonight, I'm announcing that the Transportation Safety Administration, the TSA, will double the fines on travelers that refuse to mask. If you break the rules, be prepared to pay. And by the way, show some respect. The anger you see on television toward flight attendants and others doing their job is wrong. It's ugly. The fifth piece of my plan is protecting our economic recovery. Because of our vaccination program.
Protecting our economic recovery. We're going to start by financially crippling our citizens with $300 fees. Okay, I got it. $300.
You guys don't donate $100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's all right. Looks like we got a conspiracy theorist in the chat who just sent a $50 super chat. This is 100% conspiracy theorist. No science. Nothing at all. One of the biggest problems is the government is a for-profit corporation. No. They raise millions and millions and millions of dollars to campaign as a president to make $400,000 a year. That's the presidential salary. It only makes sense to campaign and get millions and millions and millions of dollars and billions of dollars to get a job that stresses you out and make $400,000 a year. So that's first part of that statement is wrong. Booster shots are continued T-cell attacks and neurological assault. I don't know about that. That sounds like some crazy talk to me. Have you been watching InfoWars? And a continuous tax-free revenue for companies biologically babysitting the battle of the body they started. Majority of Americans can't take a $500 hit. Now Sleepy Joe will find them $300.
Program and the American Rescue Plan, which we passed early in my administration. We've had record job creation for a new administration. Economic growth unmatched in 40 years. We cannot let unvaccinated do this progress. Undo it. Turn it back. So tonight, I'm announcing additional steps to strengthen our economic recovery. We'll be expanding COVID-19 economic injury disaster loan programs. That's a program that's going to allow small businesses to borrow up to $2 million from the current $500,000 to keep going if COVID-19 impacts on their sales. These low-interest long-term loans require no repayment for 2 years and can be used to hire and retain workers, purchase inventory, or even pay down higher cost debt racked up since the pandemic began. I'll also be taking additional steps to help small businesses stay afloat during the pandemic. Sixth, we're going to continue to improve the care of those who do get COVID-19. In early July, I announced the deployment of surge response teams. These are teams comprised of experts from the Department of Health and Human Services, the CDC, the Defense Department, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, to areas in the country that need help to stem the spread of COVID-19. Since then, the federal government has deployed nearly 1,000 staff, including doctors, nurses, paramedics, into 18 states. Today, I'm announcing that the Defense Department will double the number of military health teams that they'll deploy to help their fellow Americans. And
military health teams? Military health teams. Surge department teams.
Hospitals around the country. Additionally, we're increasing the availability of new medicines recommended by real doctors, not conspiracy theorists. The monoclonal antibody treatments have been shown to reduce the risk of hospitalization by up to 70% for unvaccinated people at risk of developing severe disease. We've already distributed 1.4 million courses of these treatments to save lives and reduce the strain on hospitals. Tonight, I'm announcing we will increase the average pace of shipment across the country of free monoclonal antibody treatments by another 50%. Before I close, let me say this. Communities of color are disproportionately impacted by this virus.
There we go. Gotta, you know, it won't be a presidential, would not be a presidential speech without a nice little white guilt at the end, right? Just a little, hey, by the way, you hate brown people? You hate blacks? You hate Asians? No, right? You better take this fucking vaccine. You better take this shit and you like it. You want to kill Tyrone and all his friends over there? You fucking kill Miguel and Jesus and fucking Chin. These people are disproportionately affected. Pay no mind that 45% of the African American community is obese. Pay no mind to that. That's racist to even consider that. Don't do it.
And as we continue to battle COVID-19, we will ensure that equity continues to be at the center of our response. We'll ensure that everyone is reached. My first responsibility as president is to protect the American people and make sure we have enough vaccine for every American, including enough boosters for every American who's approved to get one. We also know this virus transcends borders. That's why even as we execute this plan at home, we need to continue fighting the virus overseas, continue to be the arsenal of vaccines. We're proud to have donated nearly 140 million vaccines over 90 countries, more than all other countries combined, including Europe, China, and Russia combined. That's American leadership on a global stage. And that's just the beginning. We've also now started to ship another 500 million COVID vaccines, Pfizer vaccines, purchased to donate to 100 lower-income countries in need of vaccines. And I'll be announcing additional steps to help the rest of the world later this month. As I recently released the key parts of my pandemic preparedness plan so that America isn't caught flat-footed with a new pandemic comes again, as it will. Next month, I'm also going to release a plan in
Wait a minute, Joe. Did you just say another pandemic's coming? What?
Including Europe, China, and Russia combined. That's American leadership on a global stage. And that's just the beginning. We've also now started to ship another 500 million COVID vaccines, Pfizer vaccines, purchased to donate to 100 lower-income countries in need of vaccines.
Got to get that brand name in there. You got to say Pfizer. You got to say Pfizer. You're going to get fucking, you go in the parking lot, they're going to spray something in your face. You're going to get JFK'd. Pfizer vaccines.
COVID vaccines, Pfizer vaccines. We've also now started to ship another 500 million COVID vaccines, Pfizer vaccines. We've also now started to ship another 500 million COVID vaccines, Pfizer vaccines, purchased to donate to 100 lower-income countries in need of vaccines. And I'll be announcing additional steps to help the rest of the world later this month. As I recently released the key parts of my pandemic preparedness plan so that America isn't caught flat-footed with a new pandemic comes again, as it will. World later this month. As I recently released the key parts of my pandemic preparedness plan so that America isn't caught flat-footed with a new pandemic comes again, as it will. Next month, I'm also going to release a plan.
How do you know another pandemic's coming, Joe? You got some inside info there? Oh, T. Michael had some 2027, the Delta Tango Foxtrot variant. That's right. The DTF variant's coming to a fucking convenience store near you, boys.
New pandemic comes again. The key parts of my pandemic preparedness plan so that America isn't caught flat-footed with a new pandemic comes again. The key parts of my pandemic preparedness plan so that America isn't caught flat-footed with a new pandemic comes again, as it will. Next month, I'm also going to release a plan in greater detail. So let me close with this. We've made so much progress during the past 7 months of this pandemic. The recent increases in vaccinations in August already are having an impact in some states where case counts are dropping in recent days. Even so, we remain at a critical moment, a critical time. We have the tools. Now we just have to finish the job with truth, with science, with confidence, and together as one.
Truth, science, confidence. That sounds good. I'm all about that.
One nation. Look, we're the United States of America. There's nothing, not a single thing we're unable to do if we do it together. So let's stay together. God bless you all and all those who continue to serve on the front lines of this pandemic. And may God protect our troops. Get vaccinated.
Okay. Joe, why didn't you stick around and get some questions? Anyways, there is one special message actually put out. It's on whitehouse.gov. You could check it out. I'm going to pull it up here. Hold on. You go to whitehouse.gov. They have the final message that they're talking about here to the people, to the United States citizens. This is really important. Make sure you take a look at the screen. This is really, really actually kind of crazy, to be honest with you. But this is their final message to the unvaccinated. There it is. All right, there we go. That's the. You go to whitehouse.gov to get that one. Well, I've been talking for an hour and a half now, and I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm just gonna go use the bathroom, and I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna wear a mask. I might get something between there and my house. Just give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Thanks for watching today's episode of Interview with a Man. We're going to get right back to the show, but real quick, I wanted to take a second to remind you to please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Here's why. YouTube, this is how their algorithm works. If you don't like, if you don't comment, you don't subscribe, and you don't turn on notifications, what this tells YouTube is that this video right here is completely worthless. And we know that my content saves men's lives. So please don't forget, take a moment right now, hit the like, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. It's very simple to do. It's 100% for free. One more thing, watch time is going to be extremely important in the year 2021. So if you're watching this video, please be sure to watch it from the beginning all the way to the end. That is how YouTube knows that this video is valuable. In addition to that, you could do this in the gym, leave it playing on in the background while you work out, while you're cleaning your house, whatever you do. Just please make sure to watch the video from the beginning all the way to the end, okay? In addition to that, don't forget, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Thanks so much, and let's get back to the show.
All right. Let's watch one more video, see what happens here.
Matt is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Hi, Matt. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Dave?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Awesome.
First, I just want to say thank you. In 2015, me and my wife found you and paid off $120,000 in 2018. So thank you for that.
Good for you.
That. And, yeah, look forward to seeing you when the mortgage is paid off.
Awesome.
Currently, I'm a nurse at a hospital in Lancaster that is going to be mandating the COVID vaccine, which I'm not sure if I'm going to get it yet. So I'm looking at possibly doing a career change. We have an 18-month-old, and our second baby is due August 24th. If I don't get the vaccine, it would be my firing date would be September 1st. We're in baby steps 4, 5, and 6. We have about $55,000 in retirement with my work. We both have IRAs that have about $3,000 each. We're putting in money for our first child's college fund monthly, and we were putting about $400 extra on the mortgage. So I guess my question is,
how much is in the emergency fund?
The emergency fund right now has $15,000. So
and what's your household income?
I bring home gross about 63, and then take home for my wife. She owns her own business. She's bringing around like $1,000 to $1,500 a month take home. I don't know what her gross is.
Okay.
But we probably bring home about $4,500 a month.
Okay, so August, July, and the rest of June.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 75 days.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. For them to either change their mind or you get a different nursing job. Why don't you just get a different nursing job?
There's
a shortage of nurses.
Or two. I know. So the thinking is that's a possibility. So I'm really into finances after discovering you, and I have been in talks with my financial advisor about becoming a financial advisor myself, if that would fall through. And I'm also looking at other nursing jobs. The only issue that I see with that is it's one of the largest companies hospital-wide in Pennsylvania on the Philadelphia side, and I believe everyone's kind of just watching to see how many nurses and people leave.
Well, that's happening everywhere, okay?
Yeah.
And the point is, and you're well aware of this, I don't need to tell you this, but I'm just going to remind you of what you already know. There's a lot of places that have nurses that are not hospitals.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I guess I could do that.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. You need to make the jump to financial advisor from strength, not desperation and weakness.
So that's so I've been offered from other people that know that I'm into finances and stuff. They have talked to me about training me to be an accountant and stuff like that. And I don't want to, that's what me and my wife have discussed. I don't want to be taking any kind of job out of desperation, just kind of like listening to you and Ken and stuff like that.
I think you need to finish out getting real clear on what this next move from nursing is, and you need to make the jump from nursing. So what I think is going to happen is I think you're going to find another nursing job in the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
Because you're actually going to start looking.
Yeah. Do you think I should wait, like, say my start date would be in September?
No, I think if these bozos are willing to put you on the street, I'm willing to put them on the street.
Okay. That's kind of my feeling, too. Do you think, now with that, would you stop investing? Because we're investing 15%.
No, I think I'd go get a job making more than I make now and quit the bad job with the bad people.
Okay. All right.
So here's what's happening, okay? This is happening all over America.
Yeah.
We've got large companies mandating vaccines, and people are leaving them in droves.
Okay.
So hospitals, I talked to 20 people in healthcare in the past 3 or 4 weeks, and what's happening is that they're doing stuff like they're talking about doing with you, and the nurses are saying, I'm not taking this thing. I'm out. Yeah. Listen, I'm not signing up. So then what happens is they take where they've already got a nursing shortage at that hospital, and they exasperate it. And then once they make the decision, then they go back and undo the decision because they realize how screwed they are because half their people walk out. It's like causing a strike.
Yeah, and that's what's kind of going on here.
Yeah, I got a feeling as soon as you find a job, they're going to change their mind.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I want to stay there anyway if they're willing to put the muscle on me like that.
Yeah, that's so. Again, being in the financial situation we are, thanks to you guys. I feel like I can leave. There's definitely a lot of my coworkers that feel.
Yeah, you can leave because you can go make more.
Yeah.
Because you're in a fabulous field. Nursing's a fabulous field. You're only as secure, not as some company providing you security. You're only as secure as your ability to go land another thing doing it. In nursing, you can always land another thing doing it. So you've got security because of your knowledge base and because of your licensing and because of your willingness to do what you do. And thank you for doing it, by the way. But I had a friend of mine the other day. He's working for a huge corporation. He'd been there for years, and he was going to retire in 2 years. And they said you have to have a vaccine to come back into the office. And he said, "Okay, I'll just retire now." And he's one of their top sales guys, and they lost him. You people in corporate America are idiots. Y'all are idiots. You're just dumb. It's unbelievable. And it has nothing to do with you really think somebody's going to get sick. You're just virtue signaling. You just want to look like, I'm sensitive. You're not sensitive. You're corporate America. You're idiots. Just want to look like, I'm sensitive. You're not sensitive. You're corporate America. You're idiots. You treat a guy like this who's been serving people like a slab of meat. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to walk on you.
Great resignation is here, and it's real. People are quitting their job at a higher than usual rate. What can businesses do to keep their workers? Check it out. Oh, I thought they had a graph on this one. Okay. I'm gonna open the phone lines, I promise. This is just my day of ranting, and I'm pretty sure everybody's fucking getting a lot of value. If this show has been valuable to you, put a 1 in the chat. If it has been of no value to you, put a 2 in the chat. The Great Resignation, a coin termed 2019 by Texas A&M Anthony Klotz to predict the mass voluntary exodus from workhorses here, and it's quite real. According to the United States Department of Labor, during the months of April, May, and June, a total of 11.5 million workers quit their jobs. Can you believe that? 11.5 million workers quit their job. Holy shit, that is a lot of people. Recent studies indicated it's likely not over. A survey of 30,000 workers conducted by Microsoft found that 41% are considering quitting. That number jumps to 54% when Gen Z is considered alone. Gallup found that 48% of employees are actively searching for new opportunities. And Perzio reported that 38% of those they surveyed plan to make change in the next 6 months. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, a lot, a lot. Funny. What's up, Miguel? Dollar Cost Crypto's in the house. Rest in peace to your DMs. If you had DMs on YouTube, they'd be blown up, buddy. All right. Let's call in. Here we go.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear
Your show is scheduled to start in 15 seconds.
15 seconds, call in. Where the hell's the call in button?
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
There it is. Is that big enough on the screen? How's that? Let's tastefully put it there. Shall we tastefully do? There we go. 657-383-1318. This finger's longer. Call in 657-383-1318 and then go to pandemicpickup.com. Get on the waiting list. So I'm going to teach you guys how to get a fucking boatload of pussy. Boatload of vagina. God damn, there's so many people calling in. Shit. All right, here we go.
Hey, John.
405.
It's Elijah.
What's up?
Oh, not much, John. It's Elijah. What I was calling about is crypto's doing nice.
Yes.
But I don't know what to do now.
What do you mean?
Like, oh shit. Give me one sec. What'd you say?
I'm listening. You say you don't know what to do now? What's going on?
Well, like, given that I'm going to be in the course in Q4, and given my portfolio size, literally, like, this quarter is retiring time from, like, working.
No,
and
no, it's not.
I just have a whole bunch of free time.
What do you mean retiring time from work? What do you mean by that?
So, with the current job that I have, it doesn't pay a lot, which it wasn't really for payment anyway. It was more for like knowledge and talking to people at the job. But like I'll be on my portfolio size, I'll be able to yield safely on my assets and be able to pay all of my expenses, like, and then some.
But what's the purpose of
I could
stopping?
focus. Do what?
What's the purpose of stopping your second income stream?
Mostly because I don't enjoy working for my boss, and he's really been pissing me off the past like couple weeks because of fucking his mood and all that shit. He's just sending bad vibes whenever he comes into work. So I'm just not enjoying that.
So find a new job, because the last thing you want to do is get into the habit of not working.
True that.
Put the money to make it. Listen to me. How old are you now? 22?
22 in November.
Okay, so you're gonna be 22.
Still 21.
21. Okay. Because I know you came to me when you were 19. So put the money.
18.
Put the money to make yield for you. Okay. Put the money to make yield for you.
Okay.
And then, in the meantime, look for another job and continue to build and live like a Spartan.
Yeah, the RV life is definitely pretty Spartan.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. But I don't advise any man right now.
Although I do.
Go ahead.
Oh, I do order pizza every so often though, just because it's pizza.
How much of a pizza are you eating? Are you eating the whole thing?
I eat it over 2 days, and that's basically like my meal for the day.
If you're gonna eat pizza, that's the way to do it. Are you ordering a medium or are you ordering a large? What are you ordering?
It's a medium Domino's deep dish, pineapple and sausage, no sauce.
Okay, those sausage.
That's my cup of tea. I believe
that processed meat
the
is
calories for each slice.
Listen. That processed meat is no good for you. Just FYI, okay? It's pizza, so that's what it is.
I do have steak in my fridge that I'm going to cook.
Good. But I mean, ultimately, what I'm seeing here is just a beginning of a bad mindset in regards to just thinking it's okay to quit your job. It's not okay.
Okay.
Not okay. You don't want to be doing that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, John. Yeah.
What's your job? Which job are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm still doing that detail job. One of the workers that got hired, he's also into crypto, so the really only reason I kept that job is because he's been working there, and I've been able to talk crypto and bounce ideas off of him. He's doing pretty well for himself too.
Yeah, start looking for a new job today.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that I can get a restaurant job like immediately.
No.
They're just everywhere.
No pleb
No?
jobs. No.
Okay, I'll go get a plumbing job for my friend's dad.
Yes. Yes, that's what you want to do. Okay.
Okay.
All you fucking dudes, stop trying to quit your job. How would you like it if I quit my job?
No, but it's...
If I was like, I made enough in crypto.
Hey.
I'm gonna turn off this fucking YouTube and take the vaccine.
Hey, juice up, bro. Juice up. But not. But yeah, man, I'm having a hard time wanting to work just because my crypto gains and the yield that I can get off of those gains is very good. So it's hard.
Remember, we're like pretty much almost at the top of the bull market. We're on the way up there.
Yeah, we still probably have like a 50,000 Forex in us, right? At least for Bitcoin.
Yep.
Forex and market cap. So yeah, it's if we got a Forex and Bitcoin, whew, I can't wait for anything below 50 level market cap. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, I just think.
Okay, we'll do.
I just think that's not smart right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's not smart. It's not a good thing for you guys out there to want to like start quitting your jobs and shit. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the next caller, but I love you, buddy. You take care of yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Love you too.
Peace
Bye.
out. Let me tell you something for all you fucking 25 years old and older crybabies out there. This kid came to me. His mom was like emotionally and verbally abusing the kid like every fucking day. He came to me, you know. He's a little bit of a fat boy. He's like, I'm working at the sushi job and I want to like study this crypto thing with you and Charlie. And you know, I got a lot of guys come to me with their hopes and dreams and their aspirations. And I'm a little jaded because everybody tells me they're going to do all these big, great things and then they fucking meet a single mom and throw everything out the window, right? And so, rest in peace, Barrett. So that being said, right? He told me he wanted to study crypto and become like a crypto boss. And I was like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what this kid does, right? Didn't really believe in him, to be honest with you. Just because in the circumstances he was not in a circumstance set up to win. But he has overcome, and he has lost like 60-something pounds. I mean, the kid's killing the game, man. Elijah, just make sure you get a solid skill, man. Why don't you go learn to code with Josh? And then you could be like crypto competent and like coding competent, and then like you're a superpower. What do I know? I have a fucking gorilla statue in my living room. Caller, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Am I live?
Yeah.
So I followed your advice, and it was effing amazing. I mean, I lost 50 pounds. I joined Muay Thai 3 months ago, and my life has never been better.
Okay. You have a question?
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I was wondering how much time should I allocate to game and stuff, and so I have a kind of a balance between crypto and game.
Well, what's your body count?
In all honesty, like I've only just done like a couple of approaches because I was in a really bad place, and I mean, I'm looking to get out of it.
Yeah. Are you on the waiting list for pandemic pickup?
Not yet.
We got the Delta variant coming out, baby. Joe Biden's not the only one with the Delta variant. We got a Delta variant. Get on the waiting list, man. Go to pandemicpickup.com.
Yeah.
We're going to cover online game, and we're going to cover fucking day game, and we're going to talk how to do sexual escalation. It's pretty simple.
Sounds good. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah, man. All right. We got 682-909-289-954. And then 210 just called me. Is 954 my Indian friend? Where's my Indian friend? He doesn't call in anymore. Him and his dad used to listen to me. 682, what it do?
Good morning, John.
Hey, who's this?
So, it's Raymond.
Oh, hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just calling in for my weekly checkup. On the agenda today, we got a slight fuck you for bringing up goldfish while I was eating brown rice. It made my brown rice like a million times drier. I've got a question today about frame. So I've been trying to develop it, and it's getting better. But one idea that's just kind of been bouncing around in the back of my head is something that Rolo and Ryan have mentioned before, and I think you've mentioned it as well, but I can't remember for sure. And it's the idea that some men my age come to this space and make these people their sort of surrogate dads rather than making themselves their own mental point of origin.
Yeah.
And it's a rather specific question, but I want to get out of my head. How do I make sure I don't fall into that trap by accident?
Well, Ryan, that's typically coming from Ryan. Ryan kind of just like jaded in general. He doesn't do nearly as much coaching as I do. None of them do, honestly. And I don't think if you're going to take here's the deal. Here's the difference between guys that actually get results and dudes that come to this space just to like chase their fucking ego, right? Guys who get results, they join the private community and they develop a relationship with me and the community. They book calls, they do Patreon, they all that stuff, which you're doing all that stuff. And they actually learn this stuff and go actually take action. Now, the guys that like take us on as like their surrogate fathers or whatever, these are typically fanboys, okay? Now, these guys, they'll want to jump on this. They'll want to come on my stream. They'll want to call in. They'll want to go on Richard Cooper's stream when they're on the screen. They'll be active in the chat all the time, but they're fucking fat, and or they're broke, and or they got no bitches, right? And they're just this talk. I want clout. I want validation. I want to be on here with my idol. You know, I too deserve to be heard. But if you're worried about being heard in this space, it's my job to be heard because I'm the one vocalizing solutions to your guys' problems. If you want to be heard and your life is not sorted out, then you're fucked. You're one of those fanboys, which you're not, Raymond. I've told you, like, you're doing everything you need to be doing.
I figured, but I just wanted to sort of clarify that in my mind in case there was a hidden pitfall I hadn't thought of. One of the ways I've heard of it is instead of simping for the OnlyFans girls, they started simping for these guys in the manosphere. Maybe you should add that to your No September thing. But another thing is I've started doing all these things, developer direction. I've got my red light. I started actually doing mouth taping as well, joined Cultivate Crypto. But I feel like I'm running out of time, even though logically I know that I got a lot of time to straighten things out. But I was wondering, should I try to get rid of that feeling, or should I use it to keep me motivated until discipline sets in? Because I'm not sure I've reached discipline yet, but I've still got motivation.
Well,
I know motivation isn't a permanent fix.
Motivation is like, you ever play any video games?
Yes.
You know when you can stim your, like if you played StarCraft, you can give the Terrans stim, and you can like stim the fuck out of them, and they could really go above average. You know, like a boost or a fucking charge in a video game. You know, you should be competent at a baseline discipline level, and then you should stim yourself or boost yourself once in a while with motivation.
Okay. I like that analogy. All right, I'll focus on making sure that motivation is developed more than, or the discipline is developed more than just relying on the motivation and just sort of hoping the habit develops. I'll actively cultivate the discipline. All right. Yeah, that was basically all I had. I just wanted to call in, give my update, and also agree with your statement from earlier about trusting the government. It worked out well for the Native Americans, so we should all do fine as well.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you know, I've learned. Charlie educated me about Crazy Horse and General Custer. And the Native Americans trusted the American government, and now the Native Americans are everywhere. They're a thriving population. So why the fuck shouldn't we, right?
I know, they're taking over the world.
It's hey, whoa, calm down. This sounds like a little white nationalism to me.
No, I'm not racist except for the humor.
No, dude, I'm completely joking, dude. I'm completely joking. Do not even fucking consider that. All right, buddy. I'm gonna take some other callers. Good chatting with you. We'll see you Sunday.
All right, see you Sunday.
Right,
Adios.
Peace out. Video game analogies, aren't they the best? Are they not the best in the world? Let's see who's next on the calls. I'm feeling a little tired today, boys. I had a really intense workout yesterday. All right, let's go. 909. It's just this chair sucks is what it is. 909, what's up?
Hey, John.
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, all right. Hey, man. So I go by Shia, and I know you talked earlier about your Indian friend not being here, so I hope I can be your new one.
Okay.
I actually came by your channel by way of Pappy, and I just had a couple of questions related to game, if I could.
Shoot.
Yep. So here's the thing. This is like I just landed in California for my master's degree about a month back, and this is like my first time in America, or I would say the West in general. I come from India, and I come from.
Let me guess.
Yep.
You thought there would be nothing but white, beautiful, blonde women everywhere here, right?
Well, yeah, there are quite a lot of them. Although my problem is, I just think that they're a bit difficult to talk to, because there's like, it's so hard keeping up, not keeping up, but just like having a conversation with them, because I just feel like they're kind of stupid. The girls that I'm used to talking to, or used to gaming back in India, I had like fairly good shots with them. Out here, I don't feel like these women can like make any kind of conversation apart from small talk, and I don't really know where to go with these girls. Like, I have no idea, Like, so far I've just been sticking to other fellow Indian female students who are also here at my university, right? But yeah, I'd like to maybe, but I don't know if this is pretty politically correct, but I like to sample some different flavors, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but there's just like I feel like there's such a communication and culture barrier that I'm not able to probably get through, or they don't understand what I mean, or I don't get what they mean sometimes. So yeah, do you have any tips on how to work through that?
Do you have an Instagram so I could see what you look like?
No, I don't actually have an Instagram. It's currently deactivated.
Well, I need to
I
see
know
what you look
there's
like.
a thing that Indian men face an uphill battle here in the West in terms of dating. Yeah, that's like my second question. I was like, what are your thoughts on it? Is it like a thing, or like, do you think it's possible to like break through that ceiling and be successful here with that? But I also don't want to spend a lot of time on that, because I am here for my studies firstly. So, yeah, just looking for advice, man. What do you think I should do? Should I like think about this at all? Just stick to the Indian women that I seem to be getting along fine with, or yeah, like what do you suggest?
How long are you going to be in America for?
At least 2 years.
How old are
you? At least. I'm currently 23.
Do you have any woman that wants to have sex with you right now?
That's right. There is currently an Indian fellow student that I regularly bang. Yeah.
Good for you. Now, if there's one bitch that'll like you, that means there's other bitches that'll like you.
Okay.
But, my friend, I need to see your picture. I need to know how tall are you? What do you do? What your hair looks like, you know? But to answer your question,
right.
It will take time. You're in the worst state for dating, in my opinion. It's California. Because all the women there are just as insufferable as all of the men in California. And so...
Okay.
Now, there are some white women out there that'll fuck you out of guilt for being white, but they're probably not going to be that attractive, and they're probably going to be a little bit older. The hotter, younger girls in every country, they're all fucking racist, and they want to fuck their own kind. Okay?
Right. Okay.
It's going to take time. You just have to ask yourself, do you... Because, honestly speaking, I could tell you don't have game. And you want to have to ask yourself, do you want to deal with this pain of being rejected by women for the rest of your life? Or are you willing to invest a year or 2 years to figure it out and never have to worry about this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, well, the latter option sounds pretty good.
It's going to take some time. What are you going to your master's for?
Oh, I'm doing a master's in computer science.
Computer science? Okay, very good. And so
Yep.
are you going to be working in America?
Yeah, that's right. I do hope to eventually find a job here, and join the workforce.
Well, hope is not a strategy in America, my friend. You either do it or you don't.
Yeah. Yep. Well, absolutely. I am looking to find a job here.
Well, what I would say is you're going to need an effective amount of training. And we're doing a training program starting on September 30th called pandemicpickup.com. I cannot just tell you some words on a fucking 5-minute phone call and forever change your life with your dating. It just doesn't work like that. Nothing works like that.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
So get out on the waiting list of pandemicpickup.com. Join the community, and then we'll sort you out from there.
All right. All right, John.
That's it.
Cool. Thank you so much.
All right, buddy.
All right. Just like one final question before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before I go, could I? Just one thing I've noticed is I don't know if it's just the women here or people in general, but they like talking about their politics a lot.
Yeah.
Like, is that something I should be getting into with them? Because I don't really know if that's like a good, a safe conversational topic.
Well, you're in California, and California is filled with a bunch of people that have no individual identity. Californians, okay, are the biggest scumbag Americans in America. And it's a nation. It's a state of scumbags run by scumbags, and that's why California is being driven into the ground. California is a disgusting place, right? It used to be nice a couple years ago, but now the place matches the people there, and because all the Californians are stupid followers and all they want is clout. All they want to do is be famous. Every stupid Californian wants to be famous or has some kind of dream to be a celebrity. They are slaves to the celebrity. And the celebrities are slaves to the politicians. The politicians tell all the celebrities, hey, better tell these fuckers to vote Democrat. You better hate Donald Trump. You better be pro-vaccine. And then all the idiot Californians, they have no brain, so they're just slaves to this shit. And so that they just go and regurgitate it. And then the policies are ruining what used to be the best state in America is now the worst state in America.
Oh man. I wish I had known this before coming here. I did have some other universities in other states on my list. I didn't know it would make such a difference, like being in a a blue state versus like a red state or something like that.
Yeah.
Although now that I'm here and I talk to some people, most of my seniors are moving out to like Texas or like North Carolina because the taxes are less there on your income.
Yep.
And apparently they just tax the fuck out of you over here in California.
Yeah,
which is not so great to
go
hear.
to the Carolinas, go to Texas. Fuck, if you want to make some serious, like if you want to pay nothing and live well, go to Oklahoma. Go to Florida. Florida's good. You can fuck some Spanish girls. Spanish girls have sex in the first date, no condom, no problem.
Right.
Yeah. The West Coast is just a disgusting shithole. Oregon is disgusting. Washington is disgusting. California people are disgusting. So there you go.
Right. All right. Thank you so much for that. For the help, bro.
Welcome to
and
America.
I just wonder if I could ask, like, is there like a consult that I can book with you, like how Cappy does, like the email thing, or is there like a web thing, or like how does it work if I do want to do one in the future?
Yeah, you can go to modernlifedating.com and book a conversation with me. We can talk.
Yeah.
I've helped plenty of Indian clients get pussy in America. It's not hard. It just takes time.
Okay, all right, sure. And I'm also like, fire back up the Instagram so you can like check it out. I'm kind of slightly introverted, you can say. Although I don't know, like at least in India that was never a problem, but I feel like it's becoming a problem here.
It will. It will get worse. Trust me, it will get worse.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much for your help. Have a great day.
All right, peace out. Woo, I'm feeling tired. We got 289-954-210, international caller 585-817. Do we have any questions in chat? Thor says, it's more challenging in California for sure. If you have patience determined, it can be done. I do not have either of those things. Fuck California. Roland Arthur says, I'm from California. That explains your insufferable nature. Roberto F., MLD, no love for us. Look. I love Miguel, okay? I love Red Pill 4. I love Roberto, okay? They're individual people I love in California. But collectively, most Californians are disgusting. The state is disgusting. The taxes are ridiculously high, and they fund a government that can be summed up with one statement.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
Okay? Fuck California. Fuck these Californians. I, for one, am happy to watch that state burn. 289 is up next. 289, are you calling me
Hello,
from California?
John.
Who's this?
Sorry?
Who's this?
This is Michael G from the Patreon.
Hey, what's up? What's up, big guy?
I'm good. So, I noticed in one of your videos this week, you mentioned that you need to acquire a skill in your life, then proceed to reinforce it. So what I plan on doing is to reinforce my pre-existing skills at one job. Then at my other job, I plan on developing a new skill, which is sales. Does this sound like a good plan?
Yes.
Okay. Second question. I also observed earlier this week you had talked about overhead costs as well as revenue streams, which was very befitting of that day, because that day I was reading You Need More Money, and the author discussed the necessity of having two bank accounts, one for overhead and the other for cash flow generation. So in light of that information, what do you think is the best bank account setup nowadays, and why?
The same one there. One, the number one thing you have to protect your money from is what?
Myself.
Exactly. Good job. So you need to quarantine your money from you because you are a money spending monster. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That was a very good outline. And finally, for my third question, I was already under the impression that taking initiative in life is the only way to get ahead. So this week I was reading Matt Monero's book where he says, be your own CMO. And this morning I also read Brian Tracy's book where he says, treat any company that you work at as though it's your own company, which kind of confirmed my belief. My question now is, how can I convince my boss to assign more responsibilities to me, and how can I take on more important tasks as I fulfill my responsibilities?
Do you have the job yet?
No, I'm just thinking ahead, though.
Get the job first, get good at the job, and then handle your responsibilities to the extent that you got them 100% locked down. And then from there, that is where you move up.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, thank you for your advice last week. It really made me focus more. You talked about how you need to work hard, but you need to work hard with a mission in mind.
Yes.
And so you have your show, you have crypto, and you have your courses, and that's kind of what you work on mostly. That's your holy trinity, if you will. However, for me, it's job, crypto, and my startup. And I kind of narrowed down my focus, so everything I do in life is kind of surrounded by those three things. Just thanks for that. Other than that, that's about it.
You're doing a good job. You're asking questions that grown men don't even ask me. You know? You're doing a really good job.
I see.
And you're not calling in here crying about fucking your problems and all that shit. So, double good job. Double good job indeed.
I see. Okay.
That's my kudos.
See you on
for
the Patreon, John.
Yes, sir. Good work, man. You're 19, aren't you?
Exactly.
Wow. One's in the chat for this guy. Great job, buddy. We talk soon. Peace out.
Yeah, peace out.
What a fucking winner. What a goddamn winner. Can you believe that? That kid is 19 years old. 954, what's up?
Hey, John, it's Justin, a.k.a. Bravebird. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, buddy. How are you?
Hey, awesome, man. So my question is really the question to you is about yourself. Like, if you can go back in time when you were, like, starting out modern life dating, or really just any point in time when you were just beginning to grind, what would you tell yourself? And essentially just what's some shit you wish you knew?
That, like, stop trying to force myself to edit videos because I fucking hate editing videos and go to the live stream platform immediately.
Wait, can you repeat that? It said force yourself to just make a video?
No, don't force myself to make videos. And because I hate video editing. Right? Instead, just fucking do what I need to do, which is live streaming, because I do like to live stream. That's okay. Make sense? Like, stop forcing yourself to do shit you hate. Okay? If you force yourself to do shit you hate, you're never gonna get ahead, right? But if you do shit,
so let me ask you. Oh,
go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask because I have this ever since I do stuff that's productive, that's outside of school or work, like study crypto, study money. Like, it never feels like work to me. Like, time will just fly by. Hours will just go by and I don't even realize it. So it's interesting you say, like, don't force yourself. So I'm assuming when you were doing, like, modern life dating and helping all these men, it never felt like conscious effort sort of thing. It kind of felt like, time would just fly by as you're working on the business and you wouldn't even realize it. Is that something you can relate to?
Yeah, man. Did you just see me go on like that fucking crazy rant at the beginning of this show about vaccines and Biden and all that shit? I love this shit. I love my show. I love my life, man. I know I'm doing good. I know I'm a good person doing good stuff, and like that's why I look so young, and that's why I'm a happy, good person, because I know I'm doing good shit. I'm not like an evil piece of garbage, and I love what I do. And it's honestly when people send me super chats, when people sign up for my courses, when people book consultations, that even like makes me realize like, damn, like people like my shit to the extent that they're like giving me their money, and it gives me like a healthy guilt to be like, fuck, these people are giving their money. Like, I need to like work hard and like do my best to help people out in the world and help them as much as I can. And I lose time streaming. Dude, it's 12:30 a.m. on a Friday night, and I am fucking working my ass off right now. But at the same time, I love it. You know what I mean?
So it's work, but it's not work, essentially. That's the dream.
It's totally worth it. I love it. I wouldn't be. I'm the man. I don't need to be here if I didn't want to be here.
All right, man. That's awesome to hear. Very motivating to hear. And one more question that's really important. Is it still considered rude to serve your soup in Japan as it is in America?
No. It's not rude here. It is rude in America, though. It's
not rude.
Not
so
rude
I can
here.
just pig out in Japan and
You're,
no one would bat an eye.
You don't realize, like, the overwhelming force that's going to be hitting you when you're here in Japan is real racism. Real racism is going to be, like, the biggest culture shock. You'll be like, oh, shit, these people are really fucking racist. Like, imagine if you couldn't move into an apartment in America. They're like, oh, you're black, so you can't move into these apartments because you're black. That's literally what's legal in Japan. Like, oh, you're not Japanese, so you can't move into these apartments. Why? I have money. I'm rich. I can pay the rent like 2 years up front. Yeah, but you're not Japanese, so you can't live here. Sorry. That's the big overwhelming thing.
In a way, I kind of respect them for that.
I mean, homogenous societies are going to lead the waves of the future.
I think I'm losing signal. You're cutting out a lot. I think I'm in a weird place. So I'll just leave it at that for now, bro.
All right,
but
buddy,
thank you
peace
for
out.
chatting with me. It was really nice.
Love you, buddy. Yeah, the connection was getting pretty bad. Let's go to 210. 210, what's up?
Hello?
Hey. Get an echo for some reason. Yeah. I can hear you mumbling, Andy.
Alright, hold on. Let me just take my headphones off. Should be good.
Yeah, I don't know. You're fucking calling me from a box or some shit? What's going on here?
Can you hear me better?
Yes, perfectly. What's up?
Couple questions. One's on dating, but the quick one is best online resources to learn like coding and stuff. That's what I'm getting into right now. And then I got a dating question after that.
Eatliftprogram.com. Eatliftprogram.com.
Copy.
Josh, we have got to set up an affiliate link. I'm sending you too much free business, you son of a bitch. Eatliftprogram.com. He'll teach you
it's like the third time I've heard you say that.
Oh, I'm the best friend in the world. I'm the best friend in the world. I make all these motherfuckers rich.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
No, I love them. No.
The second one is I I got a date coming up soon. It's going to be the first time I'm going on a date with this chick.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I've really dated someone that's a little bit higher status than me.
Yeah.
Like net worth, all that stuff. I mean, I'm an attractive guy. I got my own businesses. I live here in Texas. I got my own house, cars paid for. But she makes like an exorbitant amount of money. But she's also really cool, and I'm looking forward to this date. But I'm in my head about dating someone higher status than me right now. So, can you give me any advice on that and how to get over it?
Yeah, listen. First of all, you need to go to pandemicpickup.com and get on the waiting list because we're going to teach you how to handle this shit. Second of all, you definitely need coaching. Third of all, how did you match meet with her?
Hello?
Hey, how did you meet this chick? How did you match with her? How did you find her?
I shot my shot online. She's a YouTuber, and then got in contact through email. She saw a couple videos and agreed to go on a date. She actually thinks I'm pretty cool.
Are you a YouTuber as well?
Nah, I don't even have social media or anything like that. I'm a crypto miner, dog breeder.
Cool. Yeah. Just go on the date. She accepted, so she saw value in you.
Cool.
What's your body
I
count?
mean, I do well with women, so I think it's like 90.
And how old are you?
29.
Okay, cool. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have issues with women. Like, that's all good. It's just this one kind of threw me for a loop, and I was like, "Fuck MLD." I'll ask him.
Yeah. Give it a go. Give it a good college try. But 90 and lacking this confidence, I don't know. Doesn't seem to add up to me.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it's been like a 2-year dry spell after I quit drinking. I went to rehab a couple years ago, got the alcohol out of my life, and now I pick up girls every now and then, but most of the body count was when I was all drunk and partying and shit. So
there it is.
The last year's been kind of rebuilding. Confidence is getting back up there. But yeah, it's not up to where it needs to be, but it's going the right direction. Pandemic year did me well. Lost about 50 pounds, quit my job, worked for myself. So it's going good.
Okay, now it's starting to make sense. Good. All right, yeah, man.
Yeah, so this is the first time since sober where it's like I'm dating a chick that I actually think is hot and not just random. But cool, I'll let you get back to your thing.
Yeah, man. The number one thing is you're gonna need some proper training. Otherwise, you're gonna fucking just continue to flounder around.
Copy.
Good luck. Call me back Friday next week and let me know how it goes down.
Yeah. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, cool. Good shit, buddy. Peace out.
All right, bye.
Let's take a 2-second break.
Thanks for watching today's episode of Interview with a Man. We're going to get right back to the show, but I wanted to take a quick second to tell you about my one-on-one coaching service. If you need help making money, making muscles, or learning game, let me help you. By booking a one-on-one call with me today, you can answer your questions in a timely manner. All you need to do is go to modernlifedating.com/coaching, and we can have a conversation to come up with a plan to fix your problems.
You can book a consult, but I'm not doing them until next week. I have a backlog. Everything on I'm just blowing up here. My business is just to the fucking moon. I'm the millionaire maker. I'm the brand maker. I save men, okay? I can look at a dude and say, This is exactly what the fuck is wrong with you. Let's fix it. And one of two things happens. I fix it, and the guy goes on and lives happily ever after, or he fucking cucks out and he goes and takes the vaccine and he helps America. Either way, we all win. Let's go to international caller. International caller, what's up?
Hi. I have a question for you. So, just say Alex, my name. Anyways, so I've got a question. How do I go about getting into crypto? Ideally would have been to go on the course, but that was impossible. It just wouldn't have happened.
Why the fuck did my Skype just shut down? Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. Hold on. My Skype just shut down for some reason. Stay on the line, UK.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press...
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Hey, you there? UK?
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Where did I get cut off?
You wanted to get into crypto.
Yes. So obviously the course would have been best. That didn't work out. So I'm looking for, apart from the older Cultivate Crypto episodes, obviously, I'm looking for places to go to look for information that isn't completely focused around selling people on whatever coin the writer has been paid to push at that moment in time.
Hey, we don't get paid to push any coins, buddy. We don't get paid to push any coins.
Not referring to you.
Okay.
But the greater crypto world, it's a pretty good way to launch a scam coin is pay a bunch of journalists over at Coinbase or something like that to talk about the next best coin. So I'm looking for places that aren't going to follow that kind of strategy.
Yeah. You're going to need to just watch pretty much every episode of Cultivate Crypto. And that'll help you get caught up.
Okay.
And then join the next crypto mindset course. And how long have you been studying crypto?
I got very into it in 2016, and then I've been out of it for a few years.
So you've been out of it for 5 years.
So, yeah.
Right. Well, what did you learn by quitting and giving up?
Yeah, don't give up shit once you started.
How old are you?
Cool. 27.
And what's your goal with crypto?
So I am at the point where it's worthwhile to make investments, and I can afford to make investments that are a little bit more risky and things that can actually pay off without compromising my life by losing money I need. And, you know, not to get fucked with the inevitable depreciation of the economy. The simple explanation is I used to be in banking, so I know more than most people about how fucked everyone is.
How much money do you have saved up?
A couple of K, about 3K.
How's that elitist attitude of yours going along with your fucking lack of money in your bank account? If you know about more than the average person, why do you have no fucking money?
Long story. Stuff happened that took a loss of resources to deal with. Don't fuck up. That's the simple answer.
You got to be on the straight and narrow, my young man. Got to be on the straight and narrow. Make sense?
Okay, cool.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, thank you. That answers my question.
I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's an uncomfortable conversation in here. I know everybody wants to hear how fucking great they are, and how alpha they are, and how perfect they are. But I mean, let's be realistic here. Okay?
I get you.
What are you going to do to get back on your feet financially?
I pretty much can put away between 2 to 3K a month in savings. As I said, I was in a hole and now I'm out of it. So don't overspend.
Do you have a job?
That's fine. I just need to know. Yeah.
Okay. Watch Charlie's videos and get that thing going in the meantime.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All right, buddy. Peace out. You see, people call in and they want just like this is what they want. They're like, oh hey, I'm MLD, and call now for a free 5-minute conversation, and I've got these magic pills, and these will solve every problem you've ever had in your entire life. Do you want to be an alpha male? Come on down. I've got plenty. I'm saving the masses over here. Hard work, dedication, changing your life, taking a cold, hard look in the mirror, and realizing the number one person for your successes and failures is the guy in front of you. Nah, fuck that. I got the instant magic pills. I've got the instant magic pills. Let's go to 585. 585.
Hey, John, how's it going? It's Bill.
Which one?
No, Bill, like from the Dark Fest. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Good. How are you doing? So I had a question about. I kind of really want to get your opinion on a trajectory I had for the future, somewhere between the next 5 to 7 years, in terms of kind of like my career path, and then something else in regards to crypto. But first, with the job that I have right now, the one concern that I have is that the industry that I'm in is heavily reliant, and I'll just say this because most of the aerospace industry is heavily reliant on federal funding. So there's for me, I think that's kind of more like a weak spot. But I noticed that because I have a lot of experience in the field and I've grown a lot in it, that I could probably leverage that in some sort of consulting. So I'd like to kind of move in that direction if possible. And then potentially kind of make myself kind of either a contractor or start a business doing that. And then the other thing too, though, which sucks about it, is that of course that whole mandate situation is going out. So I'm going to try to do my best to avoid that as much as possible. Frankly, it just seems almost like a defeated kind of effort, but
no, just
yeah. So I'm just kind of oh crap!
People, listen.
What's going to happen if I don't? And
listen, when I tell people to hold out, just dude, one of two things is going to happen. Either we're all going to get enslaved by this tyranny, or we're going to fucking outweight them. But the pressure is on, man. They have ticking time bomb on their end. We don't. And like they did on Wall Street Bets, we can remain retarded far much longer than they can fucking remain solvent. It's going to get to the point where they're going to be having guns and going into people's house and kicking it down. And they don't want to do that in America because we got guns. Okay?
For now.
They can't take them all from us. Not right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of why I moved to Arizona, because I left like right before the lockdown started. Like literally maybe 3 weeks, and I was like, I'm out of New York. Like, I gotta get out of here. So I just left. But it's kind of a safe haven because the government here basically is, the state is basically saying like, hey, like we're gonna try to make sure that no one's gonna do that to the people living here. But I'm thinking about talking with my coworkers to try to kind of like build like a little bit of like a coalition to kind of be like, hey, we gotta like have everyone that can just kind of like say no and see what that impact is, right? But being like a multi-billion-dollar corporation, it's kind of like I feel like they're like willing to just lose the people. But I don't know. So the other thing that I have in regards to crypto, so I've been kind of in saving money, I would say, in a way where, so I've been contributing to like a retirement plan, for a while, probably for about 7 years. I have about like 80,000 in there, and I guess the good part of the portfolio is that like I get the dollar for dollar match up to a certain percentage. So I don't want to stop doing that right now because I'm basically getting free money, right? When I put that max percentage in. So what I'm thinking about doing, at least for what's coming up next, because I don't really want to touch my rainy day fund right now, is taking out some of that, like maybe 20 G's, and then playing with that with the crypto mindset course that I just recently signed up for. So I'm a beginner to it, so I don't know risk exposure wise, like not familiar where I'm going to land. But
you want to pull out 20K from the 80K to invest into crypto?
Right. I was thinking probably around there.
And what's the goal?
I at least want to 2x my money. But the thing is over time, I'd like to compound it to where I could kind of like help subsidize other things that I have. Like, behind this goal is really the fact that I got injured recently and I'm paying a lot in like the cost of medicine for it and stuff like that, or like just the care and treatment. And I've recovered a lot, which is, making progress, but it costs like, so I spent already around like $4,000 on some of the treatments and stuff like that. Plus whatever else I'm doing, like, other physical therapy and like massages and stuff like that. So I'm like,
all right, let me stop.
All right, like make sure that I'm not in a position where that's going to continually happen. I'm kind of trying to look for
I got you.
Other things as well to kind of supplement.
I got you. You're the fucking white guy from Dark Past that I said has a successful future, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, dude,
from Arizona, I don't know if you remember.
I know exactly. I could recite your fucking salary on the air if you want me to, but I'm not going to. You're 29, right?
That's okay.
29, 27?
I'm 28, turning 29 in February.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. You can do that in my professional, non-financial advice experience. Okay? In my opinion.
Right.
What you need to do now is just fucking, you just want to make sure you attend every fucking webinar. That's what's important. Okay? You really want to make sure you attend every webinar. And if you do that, okay, and you are diligent about it, which, as you've been diligent with your career and your physical appearance and the attention to detail, I don't think you've missed a single Dark Past webinar, have you?
No, I made sure. Dude, the thing is, like, this is kind of like the way I've always been in terms of like when I paid for college. Like, I hated school. I hate school. I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
But I paid the money, so I better do good. So like that's kind of like, you know, the way that I see it. I can't squander that, you know, otherwise I feel like I fucked myself over. I don't know, but that's just kind of how I think about it. But yeah, I've been on every time.
I think it's good. I think it's a really good idea. So what I want you to do is I want you to just to see it through. I think if you take 20K, you can definitely 2x it into 40K easily.
Right.
Not financial advice.
Right. And so I had a couple things really quick to sorry to take more of your time here, but because I definitely need to get a one-on-one with you. I realize that.
Just join the Patreon whenever they get around to fucking fixing it.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Because like the strategy that a lot of people I think recently have been doing, and I think maybe you discussed this, I believe in your recent videos, was to kind of keep up with inflation. People are basically like hopping jobs, right? Like every 2 or 3 years, they're like, okay, well, I'm going to another company that's gonna give me like 10% more instead of the 2 or 3%.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had an opportunity because, and I had an opportunity, and I think I still do. It's just like I had networked in this kind of industry for a while because I guess my merit showed. And I'm still in contact with like other companies I work with and stuff like that. But I had an opportunity to apply for something, and I feel like I kind of fucked up. But what I didn't want to do, right, was leave this career position right now and hop to another one. It's not even been 2 years, and I still have so they had this deal where they subsidize my expenses and stuff like that. So I'd have to pay back through some sort of taxes or whatever. And so I'm just wondering, did I fuck up there? Or what was the move for that? Did I just kind of close that door? I don't know. I'm still pretty good friends with, my coworker that kind of is still there, and I'm pretty sure that door's still going to remain open. But I kind of was I don't know if it seems a little too soon. I don't think I should actually leave yet, especially that I'd have to pay back if I left. So I don't know. What's your opinion?
Don't worry about don't worry about it. I just don't even worry about other people right now. You have better things to do than just worrying about other people. It's not worth any of it. Go job hop, right? If you need a job hop. Start looking for jobs now because you said that you're going to be kind of affected by this mandate. But here's the deal. Your job already pays you pretty fucking well. Okay? So the thing is this, if they're paying you well, that means they fucking need you. And if they need you, you know who else needs you? Their fucking competitors need you. That's a big difference there.
True.
Give me 2 seconds.
It's going down, cause I'm around 50 Cent, you know how I get down. What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta?
They say I walk around
like I got an S on my chest. Now that's a semi-auto. In the vest on my chest, I try not to say nothing. The DA might want playing court, but I hunt a duck nigga down like it's a sport. Front on me, I'll cut your gun, butt you a buck. You get money, I can't get nothing with you, then fuck you. I'm not the type to get out for DWI. I'm the type that can you connect when the coke price rise. Gangsters that bought my shit, them they know me. I grew up around some niggas that's not my homies. 100 G's, I stash it. The Mac got blasted. These come, we dump the diesel and battery acid. This flow's been mastered. The ice, I flash it. Jokes me, I had your mama picking out your casket, bastard. I'm on the next level. White link, baguette, bezel, Benz, pedal to the metal. Hotter than a tea kettle, blood. What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? Twist the best bud, burning wonder when.
Look at that. Fucking, how many people just dropped off? Fucking 30-something people dropped off. All right, hilarious. Anyways, you there, Bill?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we're talking about, the competitors being an option. The one thing that I see as a weakness is that most of them take some sort of federal money, which makes it kind of difficult.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because they'll either have to kind of say, okay, well, we're not going to take the federal money anymore, which is probably a huge hit to their business, or, they'll be like, hey, take a test once a week. Even then, even the test once a week to me is an overreach. So I don't want to, I don't want to comply with anything, frankly. But that's where it's like, oh shit, I'm vulnerable now, right? Because I'm looking at it like, okay, like even in probably parts of the construction industry, if I was, trying to move into a different industry with the same kind of position, it's like it's still heavily subsidized in some fashion by the feds. So that's where I'm like, okay, that's a weak spot. Do I need to diversify my skill in some fashion to kind of combat that in being some sort of weakness, either from an economic downturn or, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it that way. I don't know what your opinion is on it.
I think the way you're very meticulous like this is going to carry over very well into cryptocurrency. And I think once you start making some gains, your attitude in general is going to change towards the world. You need to have a little bit more confidence in yourself. And I had the same problem because I'm the fucking man. And the thing is, when you're like super smart and you dot your T's, you dot your I's, you cross your T's a lot, you're going to succeed in anything. So even if you do, I would not wait. I would start looking for jobs now if you're worried. Okay. I would start looking for jobs now if you're worried. And let what you find be the answer. And then, just make a bounce from there. That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. That sounds good to me.
Okay. Good stuff, man. Good chatting.
All right.
We'll see you in the webinars tonight.
Appreciate it.
It's going to be a really good one. You're going to be fine. Don't overthink too much. Just do what I said. Fuck your guy that you're working with. Forget about this dude. 2, stay focused on looking for other jobs and self-improvement. Okay. 3, focus on the crypto. If you did good in life, you'll probably do good in crypto. And then 4, just start applying if you need to start applying.
All right.
That's
all right. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Peace out.
All right. Yeah.
Good stuff. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's good meticulous nature right there. That's good meticulous nature. Oh, yes. Tyler Wang says, believe in Charlie. Listen, me, Charlie, had a business meeting today. Oh, man. You guys would all have paid $10,000 to be at that business meeting. Every single one of you, if I charge you $10,000 to be there, you would have been fucking happy as shit to pay that. You would have been thrilled out of your mind. No, every single one of you that joined the Crypto Mindset course, you better attend every fucking webinar. You're going to see what happens. You're truly going to see what happens. Okay. Yeah, man. Fucking wild. Fucking wild. You guys are gonna see some serious shit. All right. Well, listen, we're coming up on 3 hours, and I got phone callers, but I can't take any calls right now. I have got to fucking. I can't. If I keep on doing this, I'm gonna be going for 4 hours, and I gotta like save my steam for September. But appreciate you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Dude Party, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, Pandemic Pickup's coming out. Go to pandemicpickup.com. The Delta variant, the updated version. Hit it up. And then 1,600 Fierce Soul. We got 1,600 people in there. So we got a lot cooking. Until then, guys, keep your heads up. I'll see you tomorrow. Dude Party, 2 p.m. Peace out.
Thank you for using Blog Talk